Hey guys, welcome back to another video in the r/petty revenge subreddit. I have 3 petty revenge stories for you today, and if you're like me and love good old-fashioned petty one-upmanship, you will definitely enjoy these stories. I may even need to rip a few pages out of these to use in the future if I'm being perfectly honest. So sit back, relax, and enjoy these wonderfully sadistic revenge tales. We did a play-by-play to combat my neighbor's loud, romps. The people who lived below me in my apartment complex were apparently vampires. They would begin their evenings at about 11 p.m. and go to bed around 7 a.m., which was the exact opposite of my sleep schedule. Loud bass, tons of people over, smoking, just bad apartment neighbors. We learned to deal with it. They got a couple noise complaints from other neighbors, and generally they got quieter the longer they lived there. However, they had comically loud sex. Like it sounded like 2 elephants jumping on top of each other. The walls were thumped, both parties screamed the whole time, just way over the top. It felt like they were trying to be a-holes about it, as if to say they dared us to call the landlord to complain that they are having sex. It was a lot like that scene in Forgetting Sarah Marshall where Jason Segel and Mila Kunis are trying to one-up Kristen Bell and Russell Brand. After a couple sleepless nights, my roommate and I exacted our revenge. We got a cheap, small karaoke machine before the days of Bluetooth speakers at Goodwill and tied an extension cord around it. The next time the loud sex happened, we lowered our karaoke machine outside their open window and started doing a play-by-play. Obviously, we couldn't see them, so we just made it up based on the noises. Oh my god, Ken, he put it in her butt. That's an expert move. Are those rubber sheets squeaking? It's about to get wet in here. Here we go, it's time for the big finish. Oh wow, that's a Hall of Fame worthy skeet. It took just one night of this for them to knock it off. 1 pump, 2 pumps, that's 3 pumps, he's out of here. It's another 3 and out. Boy, the quarterback is really suffering tonight. This is the best thing I've ever read. I too used to have an obnoxiously loud downstairs neighbor that was just way too over the top with her fun times. Thankfully she moved out though. I actually honestly think she got evicted from too many noise complaints. But I so wish I thought of this idea and will definitely use this if it were to ever happen again. Steal my wallet? Enjoy getting caught literally red-handed and losing your job. I work at a supermarket, and for a while, a few years back, stuff would get stolen out of people's bags in the break room. It was mostly cash, phone chargers, headphones, little things like that. We did have little lockers in the break room, but they're maybe 30 by 30 and too small to hold anything larger than a medium-sized purse. So if someone had a larger bag or even a large puffy jacket, it wouldn't fit. I usually carry a messenger bag big enough to fit a notebook or sketchbook. I like to draw or write while on break, which was too big to stick in one of the lockers without having it get stuck, and I usually stashed it under a coat rack. I hardly ever keep money or anything more valuable than a mechanical pencil in my bag. While at work, I keep any money or my debit card on me at all times. Except for one particular day. Before work one particular Sunday, I had to go buy a new TV since mine had suddenly stopped working in the night before. I must have forgotten to take my wallet out of my bag before heading to work because the following day, I discovered it was missing. However, whoever took it only took the wallet because my debit card, college ID, and my MBTA fare card had been thrown in my bag. The wallet in question was a small Coach brand wallet, so I can see why they took it, but I had only spent about $14 on it since I got it at a Coach outlet store, so it wasn't like I spent a lot on it. As annoying as it was to have my television die in the middle of playing an online video game, thankfully on the Switch, so I could at least finish the match I was in, because I had to buy a new TV, I had spent the $150 cash that I had been keeping in my wallet up until that point. After meeting with the management and our loss prevention guy, the consensus was basically, we're sorry that happened to you, but there's nothing we can do about it. Keep your stuff locked up from now on, which I did. I started locking my bag to the coat rack with a bike lock. The market I work at is a union, so management isn't allowed to put cameras in the break room. So I talked to our LP guy about it a little more and asked him if I would get in trouble if I were to put a prank wallet filled with glitter and powdered food coloring in my bag, and he said not at all. I also went to the union steward about it, and he also said I wouldn't get in trouble, but also told me to be careful. So I put my plan into motion. I bought a fake Coach wallet that cost more than the one that had been stolen, go figure, some edible glitter and powdered red food coloring. I sewed a strip of elastic into the opening of the wallet. The wallet had a zippered pocket for money and cards, then stuffed it with as much of the glitter and food coloring powder as I could, so that when the wallet was opened, all the glitter and food coloring would pop out all over the hands of the person who opened it. I then planted it in my bag and waited. I didn't have to wait very long. A few weeks later, I heard from our LP guy that a cashier had been going through people's bags again and fell for my glitter bomb wallet hook, line, and sinker. Tried to then wash the glitter off her hands, which activated the powdered red food coloring. She then freaked out when it stained her hands bright red and went to management about it. She wanted the person who planted the wallet to get in trouble for it, but since it had been with another worker's personal belongings and the wallet wasn't harmful or illegal, there was nothing they could do to the worker who did it. The girl ended up getting fired for openly admitting to going through people's bags for money and other valuables, and ended up throwing 2 other cashiers under the bus for stealing from people as well. They were fired shortly after. I did get spoken to by management after the fact, since they knew I had planted the wallet in my bag, but the discussion was more or less, we know the wallet was yours, we didn't tell the person who tried taking it that it was yours, and we're not going to tell you that you can't do that again. I'm going to say what I said about the last glitter bomb story, and that it is glitterally amazing. I have always wanted to do this to somebody so bad, ever since I watched Mark Rober's glitter bomb video, and if you didn't know this yet, he made another glitter bomb video this week, making a new bomb with not only glitter, but automatic fart spray. As an amateur engineer and petty revenge enthusiast, you know what I thought the entire time I was watching the video? I want to do this to somebody so bad. Mark my words, I will make a petty revenge contraption one day and I will film it for you guys. Grandpa was, let's say, insensitive. My grandfather was Ukraine, where his father was a fire and brimstone minister and his mother was a housewife. There was no progressive thinking is what I'm trying to say. And because of that, my grandfather had his view of how things should be, and that was that. My grandmother, while also old school, was raised in New York City with a ton of brothers and sisters and was low-key petty, but in a good way. If you wronged her, she'd get you, but it would be subtle. My grandmother was complaining at one point that as she was getting older, she was losing her figure. My grandfather, never one to keep his opinion to himself, agreed, and he told her that losing weight was easy. If she wanted to lose it, all she had to do was try. She obviously wasn't trying. Then he threw the gauntlet. To prove his point, he was going to lose 10 pounds and prove how easy it was. My grandmother was low-key pissed, and she did all the cooking. So she smiled and played the dutiful wife, but for months, everything had lard, heavy cream, lots of butter, lots of starches, etc. She made the things she usually made, but supercharged. Really loaded it up in every way she could. A few weeks later, my grandfather's waistbands were straining, but of course he refused to say anything. Eventually my grandmother oh so innocently asks, "How much did you lose?" She made him get the scale out so he could show her how easy it had been. He had gained like 20 pounds. Never said another word about the topic. You go, Grandma. Not all heroes wear capes. Some wear aprons. You know what they say, never complain about the person that makes your food. And I bet she looks great just the way she is anyways. But anyways, that is all for me today. I hope you enjoyed those 3 petty revenge stories. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I am so close to monetization. I only need 1,000 subscribers and I'm 200 away. So please subscribe if you want, of course. And I will see you in the next Reddit stories. Bye.